Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to City Skylines. Now, we've got buildings all the way around the outside of here, and we now actually have a bit of demand for some commercial district. So we're going to want to start building up some more commercial zone in that area up there, because that's going to be like our main pocket of commercialization at the moment. We've also got over here in Gooseman X and Birch Hills the oil extraction, which is now starting to get underway. Trains are quite frankly trains are a little bit queued up. We have a little bit of a traffic jam here with trains. They're okay. Seriously, this is like way bad. Gonna need to try and do something about this, and I think one of the things that we'll do is we will take a, I don't know. I'm not really sure what we can do to start with on this. I've got a train station here that we're using. I've got other train stations that we've added in, and I was hoping that that might take some of the pressure off. It doesn't seem to have at the moment. And this here, this is just madness. Like, pure insanity. I mean, we've got one there that's sort of coming out through, and then we've got this one here, and they're wanting to go in that direction. Now, in theory, they're supposed to be able to go around in a loop if they want to come out. Those are coming through there. That one's stopping, so those can go in. We've got these up here. That's got to stop there. That one there wants to come in here. That one, I don't really know what's going on with those. So, what do we need to do in order to be able to keep these trains moving? Because, like, that one there is stopped, because this one wants to come down here and go on that way. I think I need to add in a train track up here. We're going to try and get these trains running a little bit more freely. I'd like to have a train system that is fairly reliable and able to take a decent bit of traffic on the tracks as well. So, to start off with, let's see. One of the things you can actually do is if you put a track coming out at right angles, it does actually change this round. So we're gonna, if I delete that, yeah, it's gonna move that over a little bit, but that's fine. I don't care about that. And delete that one and that one and that one up there. And then I take the train here and I bring that straight out that way. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't come out at right angles. I can come out at that angle. There, and I can join that straight in there like that. And then this one here, I can join that in. Except that it's got that bit there. So I could sort of join it into there, and it's going to have to go. I have to bring that in like that. Bring you in there. Join you in like that. It's not quite what I hope to do. Well, of course, the other option is what we could do is I could bring that out like that. And bring that round. Like this. And bring it over this way. That can drop back down to the... Actually, do I even want it to drop back down to ground level? I don't think I do. I can bring that one sort of along there. Straight up onto there, and we can go that way like that. And then, ooh, he kind of thought about it. And then I can bring you into there. And I can join you in down there. So we've got a connection that I can do there, which I'm hoping will be able to help a little bit. I want to just get some power onto that one there, and it's going to have to go over this way, and we'll do it up like that. To there. and then join you in like that. So that's joined in together. And then we've got the train track now, so it's joined up on here, which I'm kind of hoping would help the situation a little bit. It doesn't seem to have helped very much just yet. I've got a queue that is going all the way up here. I've got to do something about that. All I've actually got is a train coming in here and getting stuck at this station. You're coming up to... Ooh, hang on, no, but roads. Roads also seem to be causing me some problems. This is another issue that we seem to have got, is roads and traffic. Right, so I got some of those moving around. That's moving around over this way. That one's going up through. That should just carry right on through. Those are going to carry on and go that way now. You're going up that way, so you're moving. This one's going to go... Right. Those, at least, we've now got some movement on this. Because these are coming out this way instead of going into the main area. So, yes, we've still got queues, but they're going in different directions. These queues are moving off and not blocking everything up. So that one's coming up there. So these are on their way out. These ones right here. That's moving up that way. And so is that. They're coming in and round. Yeah, that's fine. As long as they're still moving. I mean, they may not look like the most elegant of movements on there, but they are all moving away. Look, and they're actually... The trains there are moving. They are starting to move away now. This one here. So I've got trains moving out this way. But what about these here? So that's moving in this way. That wants to go in there. But what are you doing? You're waiting to come back this direction. And that's what we've got. We've got this one here. It came out that end, and I didn't actually continue it on. So that's the other thing that I want to do. In order to sort of finish off this railway, I completely forgot to do this end, which needs to come out here like this. We're going to bring that one up onto there like that. And bring you under there. And then join you in down onto that track down there. So we've now got another one that's going to come out. We bring that. So we've got some of them will go in this way and some of them will go the other direction. And hopefully that's going to sort of slow down the queues and remove some of the queues as well. But what's the other thing that we want to do? Because some of it is going to want to bypass that. It's because I can't bypass that station. That's another thing that's going to cause me some problems, is not being able to bypass a station is going to end up with a load of headaches. So I need to be able to bypass that station, because they go through two stations here, and they've got to go through, they've got to pass through one of the stations in order to be able to work. And that's obviously not a very good thing. It doesn't work out very well. See, they're coming up to there and then they're getting stuck. So we will take another line off of here. Actually, I wonder if I could do this. This next one I think we'll do as a tunnel. So we go back into the transport and we take you, and we're going to take a line off of you there. And you're going to come out, and it's going to tell me that that is space occupied. So I've got to come out. Right, I can't take it off of there. Maybe I can bring it off of there. Let's try you. There, right. So that one can come out of there. I can drop you down so that you go under the ground like that. And then you come out this way. I'll bring you straight over here like that. And then we can bring you up. And we can join you in there. So we've got another, just a little bypass on there. I don't know if that's going to help anything at all. We're still wanting to run through those stations. Am I going to want... Really, I could do with like another line that comes round and joins in onto that one sort of via here somewhere. I've got one there that goes through... It's the passing through all of the other stations. This is This is the mistake that I've made. I've got them passing through stations, and I need them to bypass stations in order to be able to connect up. So, like this one here, I want to take a track coming off of there. That one's got to come out this way. Space occupied. Yeah, it's because of the road. Right, bring it back that way a bit and bring you... There we go. That'll do. And... Alright, it's got to come up a bit. Put you to there. I'll lower you down. You to there. And bring you out. And lower you down a bit more. There, so now you're under the ground. And, oops, okay, I didn't mean to spin it round like that. But now that you're under the ground, I can bypass a station. Which one am I bypassing? I'm just bypassing that station. I've just gone... Where's the other station? I got one there. Oh, no, I've got... Right, there's a station there. So I'm bypassing one station by bringing that in round and joining up there. Slope too steep. How is the slope too steep? Right, there shouldn't be any slope too steep at all. Oh, I know why. That's not going to work. Why are you doing it like that? I don't understand what's happened here. I need to bring you off of there. Right, it's telling me that the slope is too steep. If I bring it up like that, it's not going to do it. But apparently that slope is no good. Let me try the straight road, in the straight track instead. Why is... Too steep for what? Why are you doing this to me? I've got the whole tunnel is there. It's gone down into the ground, and it's not allowing me to connect anything up. I can't go any further, but if I go there, it's slope too steep. No, you're not. You're lying to me. You're not too steep for anything. You're just being difficult. Okay, new plan. We'll demolish that road a second. Then we will take the rail from there, and I'll pull it out in that wise direction, like that, and then I'll drop it down. Space occupied. No, it's not space occupied. Don't give me space. Oh, no, I see. It's the tunnel underneath. If I put that one there like that, that's going to be slope too steep. So it's not going to like that. But I may still be able to do this. If I bring that back and delete that tunnel there, and then I go to you, join you on, and bring that back to there. Then I can join that into there, like that. Right. So now let's have a look. That's joined in there. That's fine. So I can come out of there, and then I need to go back to the road and just join this bit of road back in that we've got along here. No, I don't want that underground. I want to bring that back up to surface level. I'll put you across there like that. Right, so that's joined that back in, and we've now got a train tunnel that goes under there, which will... It goes through that train station, and it bypasses the Michael train station up there, which I figure is probably a good thing. So let's go back to our trains over here. So we got that one up there. They can go through there. They've still got to go through this station in order to be able to get that one, but they were at least able to bypass the other one, which is... That's got to be a start. We've got much less traffic over here now. That's certainly improved by a long way. I've got... Those are still flowing quite nicely. They're doing really well. And then we've got this little tangle over here. So what are we doing about this? How are we keeping this flowing a little bit more freely? I've got that one there is coming through. And then this... Right, so it just takes a bit of time for the trains to get through. Is there something I could put in there in order to just allow them to run a little bit better? sort of thinking it's probably not. It's probably not going to be anything I can do now to make this run any better than it is right at the moment. Like that one there is going up. So it's going to go into that station, but this one here is now able to come out of this station, bypassing the Michael station, and it's not going to need to worry about it. Then we've got traffic that comes in here. We've got some traffic that comes over there onto that line. So where do I want to... Why would they be wanting to go and take that line there? That's kind of the question we've got to ask ourselves, is why would they want that line? And I think we need to bring them out here and back in onto that one. I think that's kind of a bypass that we could do with. I'm going to bring train out that way. Right, it's not going to allow me to do it from there. It might allow me to do it from there. A space occupied. You've got to do it at like 40 degrees. No. How are you supposed to bring the train out of there? Right, that doesn't work. If I do that, go to you. Doesn't like that. I can bring it from that direction. I cannot bring it from that direction because it's to do with this crossing here. So I can go that way. I can bring that one up there. And I can actually bring that back in there like that. So we've got like a little loop where it can run round. It can go up, round, and in this way. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not. I don't know if that's going to help us by putting that in there. We'll have to wait and see on that point. But anyway, we have got a load of extra tracks down there, and that's really helped that. Those trains are now actually flowing quite a lot more freely than they were. And I've also got trains here. These now actually seem to be moving, which, again, is a really good thing. It looks like these 4 trains here are all actually waiting on this station. Then I got one there that's waiting on this station, and then I've got some here queued up for this station here. If they're queuing up for that one, they're coming down on the lower line. So they're using this station here. That would be a good thing. I reckon we want another station over here for Birch Hills, because we're going to be getting some traffic coming out of there. So we could put in another one of them on this track. I also think that we might need a bigger track. We're going to need more land on this. Like that one there. Quite frankly, I don't think there's anywhere that we can put that one in there. And I could put it on here somewhere if there was... Ooh. I could put it there, except that I don't think I'd be able to loop it round properly. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's leave that. I know that I've... Okay. I've got 1 or 2 trains queuing up over here. So... maybe I need to, like, have a bypass off of this little spaghetti junction altogether and just take a track that goes up onto here, across to here, and then comes in this way. That's our next job. Let's do that one. Go to you, and I want to go, before I get to that track, I want to get to about that point there. I want to bring you out to there. And... I really want to bring you... I know where I want to put you. I want to go like that. You go 180 there, and I'll bring you across there like that. There. Can I go up over this in any way? Right, it doesn't look like it's going to allow me to come over that little bit. Because it doesn't sort of let you choose how you set the base of the bridges. Like, I could bring that one over to there, but then it's going to be space occupied on that. Although, if I can bring it there, I might be able to do... Yeah, there we go. Right, so we'll bring that in along there. That's just going to sort of bypass everything else. And then we'll have a straight line across here. With one of those... I love these, like, cantilever-style bridges. I think they're very cool. I can't have the cantilever-style bridge on here. You've got to have it in a straight line to be able to do that, but that's not going to work. But I can do that, and then I can bring this one up here like that, and then I might be able to put one of the bridges that I want right the way across here. There. Now, in order to get that, it's going to have to go... Right, the cantilever bridge, that goes all the way over to there. Ooh. Yeah, I don't really want it to do that. I want it to get to that point there. This is where I need the bridge to end up. So, what I'll do instead is if I go to that one, like that. Is that going to let me do it? Let's see. No. Yeah, okay, I'm not really sure how I can make this work. I've got the whole cantilever thing there. It's almost ready to go. I just need to twist that round a little bit, I think. And then I can... It's only going to go... I wanted it to go all the... Actually, it's probably better if it does go here. Straight onto there. And then... run it along the top of there. And then bring it down into there, like that. Right. Now, I did have a big queue of trains up the top here, and they seem to have all vanished. And then we've got that bit coming into there, so that's going to bypass a few of the other stations. We're going to speed time up now. We're going to run things along a little bit faster, and we will see how the trains cope. It does actually seem to be moving. It's kind of... Yeah, I'm not removing tracks. I'm just adding more and more and more tracks into this. And it's getting different. Unreal. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. Right, our commercial district over here. We need to do something with this one next. We're going to take... It's going to be high-density commercial in all of that in the middle. That is my plan. I'm actually going to high-densitize all of this bit in here first. Put all of that in there. That's going to be the first line up through there with high-density commercial. We don't have any demand for anything else at the moment, so we'll leave the other stuff go. We've got poor side over here, which is not actually doing too bad. I think that we're about to start experiencing some kind of death wave. We've got 103,000 people in our population at the moment. The garbage pit is now working absolutely wonderfully. We've got 1 or 2 garbage trucks in use on each of the incineration plants. We don't have anything else that we need to worry about with the incineration plants. One issue we do now have is we're getting some serious flooding coming over here. This lake is starting to fill up. We've got more water coming through out of the plants over here. And it's actually causing 1977 Rugrat to get some serious flooding coming through on his area up here as well. Tom the Yank is getting some serious flooding down here. Now, I will soon have some more dates to... some more people to add into the Great Book of Names. The list of Frith Guardians grows ever longer. I will be adding those in the next few days. So there will be some new names to add in. But if you look here, we've got more flooding. We've got flooding there. It looks like this lake has filled up a bit. Now, I haven't changed anything. I've not altered anything up here. I've added in, like, the trains. But I've not changed anything else. So I don't know why we've now got flooding up this way. It does look like it's kind of backed down. I don't know whether it's just slowly, really, really slowly filled up over time. And if we have a look at the water in here, we've now got the pumping. We're up to 1.1 million. So we are slightly increased in the amount of water that we're using, which means the amount of water that's pumping out into here has now increased. And that's going, we got 1,600 megawatts of power going through there, which indicates that there is a strong flow of water flowing through that area at the moment. And I don't know if that's having anything to do with it, but we're getting little bouts of flooding up here. Seems a bit odd. And this is sort of... It's getting very close to the point where we're going to have to seriously ask ourselves what we're doing to protect the residents over on this side, because we are right on the brink of something bad happening if we're not careful. Something really bad could go... You know, we could have some serious stuff go wrong up here. The last thing I want is to fill this pit up with water. If we do that, we're going to have a city full of garbage, and that's not very good. Now, the other thing that we've got is we've got a bit of an issue with the public transportation. We've got all of these. They're queuing up constantly because every single one of these routes goes through the middle of a station. And I think I need to add in a load of bypasses, but I've just been playing around with the trains, and quite frankly, I'm not all that concerned about it. I think we'll leave those for a little while. We'll maybe come back to that another time. What I do want to do... No. I was thinking maybe I need to add in some more industrial land, but I don't think we do, because a lot of this is empty. Every time a abandoned building turns up, we've now got the mod that is removing all of the abandoned buildings. And so it's taking care of that. We don't have to worry about it. I will just take a look here. We want to have a look at the natural resources. We've got disaster detection there. That's not what I'm... natural resources there. Right. I've already extracted most of the oil in this zone right here. I got oil processing facilities down here. Most of the oil is now gone. So we need to add in a load more over here in Birch Hills. And turn all of that into oil extraction. So we're going to go to there, and I'll go to the large brush like that. And I'm just going to fill all of this in. This is all going to be oil extraction. Every single little bit of it. And there's a lot of small stuff here. It's probably going to pollute the water of the river as well, which is not ideal. It's not wonderful. But it's just something that's going to have to happen until we've gotten the oil out. Well, you know, oil is obviously far more important. If we can make a little bit of cash, that's far more important than protecting the river. If the citizens have got to drink nasty polluted water, well, you know, so long as we've got our oil, so long as we've got our money, that's all good, because you can drink money. Did you know that? Although I'm starting to believe that maybe we can't drink money. I'm starting to wonder why we would destroy a water source when we can't drink it. What's the point of having money if you've got no drink? Deep philosophical question for you there. What's the point in having a load of money from oil extraction if you don't have anything to drink because you've poisoned all the water supplies? A question that as of yet seems to be unanswered by a lot of people who are involved in getting oil out of the ground. None of them seem to know the answer to that one. They shuffle their feet and they avoid the camera when you ask them. Strange, really, isn't it? Yes, I thought so. Anyway, let's see. I've told them that they can start building, but nobody's actually started building here yet. Look, all of this. They can start building there, but they're not building. Why aren't you building? Pumping is our business. You've got 11 overeducated workers that, I mean, they're extracting oil out of the ground. Does seem to be working. Oh, here we go, look. Now starting to build up a few extra bits just over here, so there's going to be some more oil extraction. It's going to keep powering all of this little area over here. Keep that running. And then over here we've got the forestry going big time. Bit of a fire going on. We'll ignore that. Overall, though, I think it's going quite well. I am actually quite pleased with our progress here. And up this way, look, commercial is doing excellent. We can actually expand out and we can do a little bit more commercialization. And I was thinking to put it over there just to join that in, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. And this time I'm going to get this road here. This bit in here, I'm going to fill that bit in. Like that. Fill all of that one in. I'm not going to do anything over there at the moment. I'm going to leave that be. But what I will do is I'll get the next one in here filled out. Like that. Put you into there. Put you in there. So I've got 2 extra sections there, which is high-density commercial zoning that's going to start filling in some of that. I was talking about putting some office blocks in here, and I'm thinking that our 6-lane road that we've got up through here, I was thinking do office blocks either side of that. I got 0 demand at the moment for any kind of industrial land, but I still want to put office blocks in here and just sort of see how that works out. So we'll put that into there and that one into there, and then just fill in this end. So we've got offices there that will start to be constructed at some point. I don't know when, though. Oh, he says I don't know when, as immediately one has started construction right there. There is our first office, Trident Accounting. 2 jobs available. So we've got a load of jobs available. That means that we're going to be probably wanting the trams to the metro to go all the way through. I think I need to start putting in... I mean, I've already looked at a lot of this. I said I wasn't going to do much of this today. But one thing I do need to start looking at is putting some extra, like, bypasses past all of the stations. Like that. So that they can bypass the stations when they need to. But I also need to have enough of it to be able to bypass the station... and bring you out there. Put you onto there like that. So that we've still got room for some of them to queue up on the stations as well. That's the slightly more tricky bit. Now that seems to be alright there. Most of those would go in a straight loop. But I will put one here to allow them to go up that way like that. Should they need to. And then we want to come down to here, all the way through. We've got a long way to go on here. Like there, look, see, they just go through that station. If I go... They sort of go both ways on there, don't they? I'll bring that one out. Join that in. Right, that can now go every which way on there. So we've got another bypass on that station there if I need it. And the big problems that we've got, the main problems we got is these stations in here. But I'm not going to worry about those today. I think we'll worry about those in our next episode. The main thing that we wanted to do today was get those trains kind of flowing a little bit. And also the other thing that I'm a little bit concerned about at the moment is what's happening with it. That's gone down to 96. So it looks like at the moment that this lake is sort of filling up a little bit. And then when it reaches a higher point, it's then emptying out again. And that might be sort of what's causing some of this flooding. We're getting a little bits of periodic flooding. One solution to this is if I extend this bank out a little bit, direct more water in this way, it might help to just kind of keep pushing it through. But I don't really know. The other thing I wanted to do is we will... possibly, I mean, at the moment it looks like we're about to get another big death wave go through the city. The population is dropping slightly. We've got a load of population over here. And actually, maybe we're not going to get a death wave. There's no demand at the moment for housing, but I got the feeling that we may have demand for housing soon. So what I'd like to do is I'd actually like to build a load of housing all the way down through here in this little valley down here. Partly because I think it's going to be interesting to find out what happens when, you know, you get like a massive flood. If we got a huge flood that came through at any point, it's certainly going to prove interesting. So if I bring like a road along here, this one's going to run along the base of the bed at the moment. Or it would if I didn't go into the pillars there. Bring that one up to there. Yeah, I've got to sort of avoid the pillars on all of these bridges and stuff. So we'll run that one up there. Bring that one onto that. I kind of crossed over the side that I was on. I've kind of crossed. Bring you round like that. Take you on this way. So it won't allow you to build anything under the bridges. It doesn't matter how high the bridges are. You're still not allowed to build anything on the bridges. Which, I'll be honest, I don't particularly like. Now, this one, I'm going to take this sort of along the side here, although I don't know if you noticed, but that's building a bridge along the side there, and I don't want a bridge. I want to actually be able to build housing along here. And by it making a bridge, it's not allowing me to build housing. If you could stop making this into a bridge. There, I'm sort of managing to bypass it a little bit. But for the most part, it is still constructing bridges. We don't want bridges! Slope too steep there. No, that'll come down there. We can bring this one here along there. I got like a big wide area here that I can build into. I'll drop that back in there like that, and then I'll take that one, join you up onto there. I reckon we'll put a bit more out here, like that. That's going to possibly build some more bridge. Actually, it might not. Some of this, it might not do bridge at all. It might, because I'm coming up out of the side of the area here. Yeah, that goes in underneath that quite nicely. And I'll put you along there. So it's... That's better. Oh, that's a bridge all the way along there. Stop building bridges and allow me to have actual houses along the side of you. That's all I'm asking. You down there. This one's going to be a bit more tricky. I think we might actually have to bring this... Ooh, can I go underneath? Can I build a bridge right in underneath there? I think if I go about that point... There we go. I'll bring that round there like that. That is a bridge that's going all the way around there. There's nothing else gonna come out of come of that. But what I'll do is I'll bring this one over here, and then I'm gonna go underground there, like that. Bring it out that way, and then bring that back up onto the surface there. Yes, I know that it's now gone for another bridge, but I can bring that one. It'll go in under there and go along this way. This is going to go sort of right along the top of the cliff. Well, actually, I said I was going to do this in the next episode, and then I've gone and done it in this one. We'll put the actual houses in here next time. So that's going to go there. I just got to connect that one up. Join that back together. But in order to be able to get that to fit, I've got to... Oh, hang on. Surface. There. Demolish that one. Then go back to you and connect that one onto here. But I actually need to bring that up a fraction so that it'll join into there like that. Right. So that's now connected back up. And I can just quickly finish off. I'll carry this road here. This one's going to go down through that way. And... Oh, it's done that weird thing again. Sort of decides that it doesn't want to build a road, and instead of, like, marking it in red, it still puts it in blue and just kind of laughs at you and says, I'm not building anything there, go away. Right, that one's going to have to come out, so it can go there. You can go along the top, and then... Slope too steep. Of course it is. Of course it's too steep. Alright, well, I'll bring that one there. I can actually join that in down there like that, so we get a little bit of tunnel going into the side. That's a start. We got a load. We can put a load of houses down through here, and then we'll be able to flood them out later on, because it's just going to be highly entertaining and amusing. And I mean, you do have to feel a bit sorry for the poor people that live under my care. Because quite frankly, I don't treat them very nicely. But yeah, we'll worry about that next time. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.